following is a presentation of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network, KZMC McCook. Listen online at 1021kzmc.com and the 1021 KZMC mobile app. High school basketball is on the air. Coverage on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network is brought to you by
Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, Mid-Plains Community College, Community Hospital, Pinpoint Communications, Corporate Seeds, Doyle Auto Repair, Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Amateurs Bar and Grill, Auctioneer Justin Bonshaw, Honeyman Custom Harvesting, Cross Creek Golf Links, M&B Bank, Taco John's, Brining Truck and Trailer, Cambridge Rehab and Fitness, Western Select Genetics Lance Shiflett, Medicine Creek Family Dentistry, Farmers National Company, River Valley Services, Vero Wireless, Mark's Pharmacy and Shirley Case Coffee Shop, First Central Bank, Runza, Caleb's Custom Farming, Webb's Oilfield Service, Hogemeyer Seed, Troy Wiestad, Tri-Valley Health System, and Hitchin A Public Transit.
With the start of game day coverage, here's Trent Florum.
Welcome once again to the Taco John's pregame show here on True Country Radio 1021 KZMC. I'm Trent Florum, and tonight we bring you high school boys basketball between the Alma Cardinals and the Cambridge Trojans. The Cardinals are 19-2 on the season. They lost to Elm Creek 45-38 in Game 3 of the season. Then won 9 in a row before losing to Amherst 51-47. But they've since won 8 in a row, including a 61-52 win over Dundee County Stratton in the RPAC championship game. The Trojans are 10-9 on the season, and they took on the Arapahoe Warriors on Tuesday night. The Trojans came out red hot, and they were led 14-9 after one. They went ice cold in the second quarter, and the Warriors outscored them 11-3 to take a 20-17 lead into the half. The Trojans got hot again in the third, outscoring the Warriors 17-12 to take a 34-32 lead into the final stanza. The Trojans remained red hot in the fourth quarter, outscoring the Warriors 18-10 to get the win, 52-42. Creighton Ruggles and Brady Allmeyer were the Amateurs Bar and Grill players of the game. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will hear what Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard had to say following their win over Arapahoe, and it's all right here on True Country Radio 1021 KZMC.
Reclaim your strength with Cambridge Rehab and Fitness. Their goal is to be the best local experts in the field of rehab and fitness that delivers really good results. Everyone is welcome, valued, and cared for by Cambridge Rehab and Fitness. Whether you're recovering from an injury, looking to improve your fitness, or wanting to reach new goals, they've got the perfect program. Let their skilled therapists and trainers create personalized plans to support your recovery and boost your fitness all in one place. Call now to schedule an appointment at 697-4211 or stop in to learn more. Cambridge Rehab and Fitness in downtown Cambridge.
Hitchin' Hay Public Transit. Hitchin' Hay Public Transit. Affordable transportation for everyone.
We're your ride to the doctor, shopping, or work, just about anywhere, from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday in southwest Nebraska. We can even get you to Kearney or Grand Island. Call 308-276-2182 the day before to reserve your spot.
Hitchin' Hay Public Transit. Hitchin' Hay Public Transit.
Looking for that great course with lush fairways and fast, pure rolling greens? Looking for that course whose price doesn't break your pocketbook? Well, look no further than Cross Creek Golf Links in Cambridge. Tough enough to challenge the best golfers and easy enough to bring the whole family. A great golf course and a great price. And don't forget to check out the Facebook page and website for upcoming tournaments and other events. Call the clubhouse for more information at 308-697-4768. Your jewel of the Southwest. Cross Creek Golf Links in Cambridge.
Let's sit down with the head coach. This is the Taco John's pregame show.
And as I said, I'm Trent Florum. I'm joined now by Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. And Clay, you guys eked out a win when it kind of looked like early on you were going to blow them out.
Yeah, it was kind of a wild game of runs there. We started hot. They came back and kind of cranked the pressure up defensively and got back into it right there at half. And then thought that we kind of flipped the script on in the second half there, and we got after it pretty good to start the half. And then toward the end of the third quarter, they hit some more shots, kind of got back in it, and then we were just really solid in the fourth quarter. Which it hasn't necessarily been something we've been great at this year, so it was great to get back in another close game at the end and be able to finish it off like that.
Yeah, jumped out to a 14-2 lead, and then they went on a 18-3 run on you guys. Led at halftime 20-17. Was there ever a time when you started to panic a little bit, or you said, "Was it be all right"?
No, we were doing some not very good things as far as handling the ball and putting ourselves in bad spots, and even still we were still getting decent shots and they weren't falling, and I was disappointed that we kind of I don't know if it was took our foot off the gas or just kind of didn't respond to their up in the pressure, but it was kind of frustrating. But really, you could kind of see, okay, we're starting to get to spots right at the end of the half there, and then in the second half we got to those spots a little bit quicker, made a little bit crisper passes, and then hit a few shots, and that always helps.
Maverick Webb's been hitting some pretty good shots, but for the first time, I think this season, I know, but maybe for the last 2 years, he was held scoreless tonight. He had some good-looking shots. They just would not fall for him. What do you do to boost his confidence back up for Friday night?
Yeah, I think he'll get in the gym the next 2 days and find his stroke again. And he's a pretty confident kid. I think he'll be ready to go for Friday night. Just kind of a weird night for him. The way that they were running their defense, he was oftentimes the guy who was trying to get to the free throw line and then make the kick out passes. So he didn't get as many shots. And then, sometimes when you're not getting as many shots or when you're not getting to the rim, you're not in as much rhythm as you want to be when you're shooting those threes. And so just kind of a weird night for him. But I thought he did a good job of finding guys. Obviously he had a couple of those kickouts to Hodge. He had 1 or 2 of those kickouts to Brady as well, and those two both shot the ball really well. Creighton kind of got us going with his shooting, which was good to see. He's bounced back the last couple games here and shot the ball pretty well, which adds a nice another dimension kind of to our offensive attack. So that's big as well. Thought we got some good minutes from Miller tonight. I thought he rebounded really well. He's giving up inches in there to those guys, and he had some big boards and then 2 big finishes late.
Yes.
I thought Kyle Johnson came in. He's been playing really well in JV games. We thought we should give him a chance to go play in the varsity game, and thought it was a game that suited him. And really when he came in, it was 5-2, and we went on that 9-0 run. Right when he came in, so that was good to see. He just got to continue to develop, but he obviously adds a different dimension for us because he's 4 inches taller than everyone else on our team. So if we can get him going and continue to get him going, that would be big. But those main guys were kind of the main guys tonight. Besides Mav, not scoring, but doing a lot of the main things. Brady had a really nice night shooting the ball. I thought he attacked really well too. It doesn't show up in the stats necessarily with the 2-pointers, but just did a nice job of breaking down their zone off the dribble. Creighton, same way. I thought he broke down the zone off the dribble a lot. Got in there and had a few that I thought he'd make and he missed, but then also had some really nice kickouts. And Hodge just was really steady all the way throughout. And if you would ask me how many points he had, I probably said 7 or 8, and it turns out he had 16 because he just finds ways to score. Whether it's off the bounce, in transition, or shooting the ball. Didn't necessarily shoot free throws great tonight, but they get him down the stretch when it mattered. Brady hits 3 out of 3, and Creighton Ruggles 3 out of 4 there, and late in the fourth quarter when it mattered. Yeah, that was huge too. I did notice that in the first half. That was another one of the frustrations was that it could have kind of stemmed the tide on their big run if we would have just made go 2 for 2 at the stripe one of those 2 times, and we didn't. And it was good to see that we focused up in the fourth quarter there and knocked them down when it counted. Big game coming up Friday night. The Alma Cardinals. They were the RPAC Conference champions. You're going to play them Friday night. First time you played them this season. A lot of good talent there. They're kind of like you guys. They do have a couple of bigger guys. Xavier Mitchell and the Herrick kid are kind of bigger, but I don't know that they're the big kids that you've really been facing because they're not as big body-wise. I mean, they're tall, but they're not as big body-wise. Talk to us about the Cardinals and how do you get the W? Yeah, the biggest challenge with them is they're just 1 through 5. They're really long. I don't think they play a kid who's under 6 foot. Both their wings, Xavier Mitchell and Tucker Biscup, are both about 6'3", 6'4". Grady Feynman inside. It seems like every time I see him, he's growing another inch. He's probably 6'4", 6'5". So they're just long. That kind of gave us some fits tonight against Rapo Zone was their length and not being able to make those passes without getting them tipped. So we got to be really focused on that. Making sure that we put them on their heels instead of letting them, kind of be on their toes and pressuring us, because their defense is really pretty special. They, even in games where they aren't shooting the ball well, it just seems like, we're going to get up by 10 and you're not going to score on us again, and we're going to finish this thing off. So their defense is really, really good. offensively, they just all 6 guys they play are really, really good weapons. Isaiah Neal shoots the ball really well. I remember Titus Epp, we kind of had him as maybe the one kid who couldn't shoot it as well last year, and we backed off him and hit 3 threes against us. Tucker and Xavier are, probably, not to slight anybody here, but probably the 2 best players in our conference. They're both really, really talented off the dribble, both really, really talented, shooting the ball, really, really talented, attacking in transition. So they're going to be a huge test. But Coach Ford always does a good job, has a good plan. They've had a lot of games where you look at it and it's like, I kind of thought that one would be a little more than 13 points. But then you watch it and you see that it was 13 because they wanted it to be 13. And they get the lead in the fourth quarter and you're not going to come back on them. So we got to go get them from the jump. We got to get a lead. We got to play with the lead like we did tonight in the fourth quarter. We got to keep pressure on them. You can't let them get on their runs because they will run and score a bunch in a hurry. So it's going to be a huge challenge for us. Obviously, our PEC champs, they kind of have the target on their back now. We're the next team that gets a shot at them, so it'll be a fun test on Friday night.
Well, Coach, thanks for taking the time to come out and visit. Good win tonight, and let's go pick up another one on
for sure. I see my phone blowing up here. The family in Fremont wants me to give them a shout out, so they're all listening. They said, hey, make sure you give us a shout out. So shout out my parents. My sisters both coach, and they both got big wins tonight. So, they're always tuning in. They appreciate what you do for us, and it's fun that they can, 4 hours away, still be able to stay connected to the Trojans. So,
shout out to the Shepherd family out there listening. Is your one sister still playing pro basketball?
Yep, she is. She's got a big game. She actually just wrapped up with the Slovenian national team last weekend. They qualified for the Euro Cup, so that was a big deal. She's back in Greece now playing for the pro team. So. Cambridge is by far not the farthest games that they have to watch.
Right.
That's a 7-hour flight. This is just a 4-hour drive. So
still nice to have them listening.
It is. It's cool. It's really cool that they're able to do that.
Well, Coach, thanks once again for coming up here and visit with us, and we'll see you on Friday night.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, Trent.
Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here to wrap things up on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
The loss of a loved one is undoubtedly one of the hardest times we face in our life. Let the caring and experienced professionals at Lockenauer Jones Mortuary support you through these difficult times. They offer personalized services that you can count on. Lockenauer Jones will help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one. Let them take the time to guide you through the decisions that need to be made during this difficult time. Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, family owned and operated. Call 308-697-3838.
If you have an appointment at a specialty clinic in North Platte or in Kearney, and if you're not sure how you're going to get there, Tri-Valley Health System Public Transportation is happy to transport passengers from within their normal service area to destinations outside their service area for specialty medical appointments or even for personal shopping. To schedule your ride Monday through Friday with Tri-Valley Public Transportation and to see if they service your area, call 308-697-1164. 697-1164. Tri-Valley Health System.
If you're in the stages of planning an upcoming sale, contact auctioneer Justin Bonshaw today. Whether it's a farm sale, household, livestock, charity, or fundraiser, Justin Bonshaw, the 2014 KAA Champion Livestock Auctioneer, will help you make the most of your sale. Call him today, 402-957-8308. That's 402-957-8308. 950D199 code and 3550.
The following is a presentation of high school basketball from the Hometown Valley Radio Sports Network, KZMC McCook. Listen online at 1021kzmc.com and the 1021 KZMC mobile app. High school basketball is on the air.
Every Tomlin wide open three, rolls around, goes. Every Tomlin cashes it in. Back to Webb. Going to take the three. She was hot from there from the corner, and she's got her third one of the ball game. 9 points for Aspen Webb. He skip pass over to Ruggles. He's going to drive, gets into the short corner, puts a shot up, and it goes.
This is high school basketball. Let's go courtside. Here's Trent Flora.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Flora, the band back here at Alma. And the band's packing it up. Oh, good. So we're getting ready for the boys' contest here. They're just coming off the floor as we get ready to start their action here tonight. And bringing you tonight's starting lineups is Mark's Pharmacy and Know Your Number. High blood pressure in the United States is a major problem. Nearly 1 in 3 American adults has has hypertension. That's blood pressure numbers that are higher than normal, but not yet in the high blood pressure range. Contact Mark's Pharmacy to learn more and know your number. Now here are tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for the Cardinals, number 1, a 6'2 junior Tucker Biscup. Number 2, a 6' junior Titus Zepp. Number 4, a 6'4 junior Xavier Mitchell. Number 6, a 6' junior Isaiah Neal. And number 23, 6'3 senior Bladen Herrick. Herrick, the only senior on the team for the Cardinals. Head coaches Mike Ford, assistant coach Matthew Hegman, and Josh Quinn for the Cardinals. For the Trojans tonight, number 12, a 6' junior Creighton Ruggles. Number 14, a 5'7 junior Brady Allmeyer. Number 15, a 5'7 junior Brady Maverick Webb. Number 20, a 6' junior Hodge Rayburn. And number 23, a 6' junior Braden Miller. Head coach Clay Shepard, assistant coach Bronson Wood for the Trojans. They get ready to go here tonight. Cardinals only lost 2 games on the year. Trojans are going to try to make that 3. And the Trojans have struggled a little bit here late. They did pick up a win over Arapahoe on Tuesday night. Going to try to get their biggest win of the year so far here tonight. Of course, they have Bertrand next Friday, and then sub-district play opens for them the following Tuesday. The Cardinals don't know where they're going to be at. Trojans will be at Dundee County Stratton. The Cardinals don't know, depending, since they're on seed 2 and they serpentine it now. But they're looking, they'll probably be hosting. Would be my guess. The Cardinals will be hosting. I think the boys the girls are going to, they're D1, so they're going to Elm Creek. So they got a tough district over there. They got to get past Elm Creek. Although their point system right now, they probably are setting good enough to get wild card. Maywood Hayes Center girls defeat Juanita Palisade tonight by a final score of 63-20. And Medicine Valley girls fall to Brady by a final score 41-31. So the Medicine Valley girls hung in there with Brady. They'll be at Dundee County Stratton starting next week, taking on Dundee County Stratton. And at the end of the first quarter, Medicine Valley leading Brady in boys action 21-7. Man, they're moving right along there at Med Valley tonight. Creighton Ruggles and Xavier Mitchell will jump it up here. Alma in the white uniform says Alma in red across her chest. Got the black numbers. Trojans in the black uniforms, orange numbers. It says Cambridge in white across their chest. Referee puts it in play, and the Cardinals win this one. Here comes Biscup with it. Biscup averaging 13 points a game for the Cardinals. He's got it back top of the key. Looking out, here's Epp with it. Epp down into the corner. Kicking it out for number 24, Herrick. Back up top. Strong move inside to Herrick, and it's blocked by Mitchell. Braden Mitchell with the block. Ruggles with the rebound. Ruggles up top. Gets it off to Rayburn. Rayburn traveled, got away with it. Off to the left, Webb. Wide open three out of the corner. Rolls, won't go. Rebound Mitchell. He's going to lose it out of. No, he does save it. And it's in the hands of Biscup. Biscup up top. Works to the left side here to Epp. Epp working on the wing. Looking inside for Mitchell. Can't find him. Gets it back to Biscup. Back up to Epp here on the left wing. Down in the corner. Goes to Herrick. Back up top. Biscup for three. It's in. Drills it. Cardinals go up 3-0. Here's Webb off to Rayburn. Now Ruggles on the right wing. Back up top to Webb. Left side Rayburn. His three's on the way. And he can't get it to go. Rebound comes down, and we got a... They call Cambridge on a flop warning. I don't know on who. There is no number one on the floor. So the Cardinals will bring the ball up. Mitchell to inbound it. Full court press coming from the Trojans. Going to get it in. This is Neal. Isaiah Neal works it up to Epp. Epp across the timeline. Gets it off to Mitchell. Back to Epp. Epp on the back up top. Neal. Right side it goes to Biscup. Biscup skip pass. Back to Epp. He's going to drive inside. Gets in. And has the ball knocked away. Ruggles with the steal. Ruggles working up the floor, and wow. Biscup was all over him. No foul call. Webb out to Allmeyer. Three on the way to tie the game. It's off the rim. Won't go. Rebound comes down. Mitchell has it. Mitchell. Top of the key. He can shoot the three. Everybody on this Alma team can shoot the three. And this is number one Biscup with it. Back up top to Neal. Left side it comes to Epp. Epp inside to Mitchell. Mitchell at the elbow. Working against Allmeyer. Turns, has the ball knocked away. It's picked up by Rayburn. Good hands by Braden Miller. He's got a couple of big plays here early going. Ruggles can travel. Checking in for the Cardinals is number 12, Grady Feynman. Herrick will go to the bench. Neal gets the inbound. Goes up the floor here to Epp. Epp working across the timeline. Kicks it off here to Mitchell. Off to Biscup. He'll work back top of the key. 3-0 Cardinals. 5:43 left here in the opening period. This is Epp with it. Back to Biscup. He's got the only basket of the night for either team here. A block by Rayburn. Neal tried to take the three out of the corner, and Rayburn got over there and slapped it out of bounds. So Mitchell to inbound it. Extended box set out to the right for the Cardinals. Mitchell throws it off of Ruggles. He gets it back in, and he's going to lose it out of bounds. And they're going to give it back to the Cardinals. So Mitchell to inbound it. Going to get it into Biscup. Way out by the volleyball spiking line. He's in the gym, so he's in range. Biscup trying to work around. Gets it inside to Feynman. He puts it up and in. Grady Feynman gives the Cardinals a 5-0 lead. Here's Maverick Webb. Webb off to Ruggles. Ruggles drives, kicks it back out to Webb. Three on the way. Can't get it to go. The Trojans are ice cold to start this ball game. Cannot get a shot to go. Here's Neal on the left wing. Back up top. This is Epp. Back to Neal. Down inside it goes to Feynman. Skip pass back out to Biscup. Biscup at the elbow. Skip pass back out to Neal. He'll take the three. Got it. Isaiah Neal, the junior, hits the three. Rayburn across the timeline. Man-to-man defense by both teams here. Ruggles driving inside, kicks it out to Rayburn. Wide open three. He still can't get it to go. Miller knocks the ball out. Rayburn has it now off to Allmeyer. Back up top, Webb. Right side, Ruggles. He's working against Mitchell. Gets inside. Has a block from behind. Ball's knocked away by Miller, but it's picked back up by the Cardinals. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell runs right over the top of Webb. They're going to call a charge. Xavier Mitchell. I don't know if that's a charge or not, but it's called a charge. Good play by Webb, and he's kind of smiling. He doesn't know either. He says, oh, then he said, darn, that might have hurt. I don't know if darn was the word he used, but it's what I'm going to say, he said. Rayburn, left side, Allmeyer on the wing. Driving inside, kicks it out to Ruggles. Ruggles back to Allmeyer. Back up top, Rayburn. Here's Ruggles, back up top to Webb, left side, Allmeyer. He'll drive inside, a little floater on the way, off the glass, won't go. Gets his own rebound, and we got a foul underneath. And it's going to be on Titus Epp. So 2 fouls here on the Cardinals, none on the Trojans this early going. 3:58 left here in the opening period. Cardinals lead at 8-0. Webb will try to get it in. Skips it up to Rayburn. Rayburn off to Ruggles, left wing. He drives. Oh, he loses the ball. It's picked up by Neal. Neal comes from behind. Allmeyer strips it over him and is going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cardinals. Good hustle by Brady Allmeyer. So Mitchell to inbound it. Got players both out in the corners and 2 standing at the elbow. That's Feynman and Neal in the corners. They'll screen up. Trying to get it up. Mitchell, skip pass all the way up top, and Webb has the steal. Webb going down the left side of the lane. Spins and it almost lost the ball. Gets it knocked away. Picks it back up. Here's Allmeyer. Back to Webb. Now to Ruggles. Ruggles driving against Mitchell. Kicks it out to Rayburn. 3 on the way. Won't go. Trojans with a lid on the basket down on that end. Cannot get a basket right now. 3:27. It's 8-0. Favor of the Cardinals. Here's Epp for 3. Air ball, and Mitchell's going to rebound and put it up and in. Nobody boxed out Xavier Mitchell. Here's Ruggles. Working up top. Gets it off to Allmeyer. Allmeyer back to Rayburn. Rayburn over to Webb. Down the corner to Allmeyer. Right side. Back up top, Ruggles. He'll take the 3. Can't get the lid off the basket. Mitchell with the rebound. Bringing it up the floor. Stops the top of the key. Takes the 3. Got it. It is all Cardinals to start out here. They're up 13-0. And we got a timeout by the Trojans. Boy, the Trojans are ice cold right now. Down 13-0. 2:45 left opening period. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
The staff at River Valley Services in Cambridge is ready to take care of all your refrigeration, plumbing, HVAC, electrical, and trenching jobs. You see, whether it's at work, on the farm, or at home, there is no job too big or too small. These boys can do it all. River Valley Services are available 7 a.m. till 4, but that doesn't mean they won't handle your emergency at a moment's notice. River Valley Services. Call 308-697-4815. That's 308-697-4815. 697-4815.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. And, man, already at halftime at Medicine Valley for the boys. Medicine Valley with the lead 44-15. So they're looking to wrap up their action. They have a game next week against Dundee County Stratton next Friday. Of course, girls in action at Dundee County Stratton on Tuesday for their opening round of sub-districts. Trojans have the ball here to start the second period. They trail at 13, or no, excuse me. There's still 2:45 left first period. They're down 13-0 though. Webb to Ruggles. Top of the key. Working around. Kicks it back up to Rayburn. Off left side to Webb. Back up top, Allmeyer. Allmeyer back to Webb in the corner. He'll dribble back up top. Gets it off to Ruggles. Back to Rayburn. Rayburn driving. Gets inside. Puts it up and won't go. Falls all rolled all around. Won't fall in. Feynman with the rebound. I don't know what the Trojans got to do to get a ball to go through that hoop down there. Biscup off to Neal. Neal working on the right wing. Gets a screen from Feynman. Works back up top to Mitchell. Mitchell working against Ruggles. Will try to drive. Kicks it off to Feynman. Shots up and goes. They got the shooter's roll. Everything they're throwing up right now is going in. They're up 15-0. And Bizcup just about got a steal here. So Rayburn to inbound it. Comes up to Webb. Off to Allmeyer here on the right wing. Back to Rayburn. Wide open three. Yes. They finally break the ice. Rayburn hits it for three. 15-3 your score. Minute 43 left in the opening period. Bizcup working up top against Rayburn. Rayburn off to Mitchell. Mitchell working against Ruggles. Comes left side to Neal. And we got a foul here. I'm going to call Ruggles for the foul. First team foul against the Trojans here in the first period. Mitchell to inbound it. Going to get it into Neal. Neal working up top, working against Webb. Hands it off to Bizcup. Nope, that's Epp. Excuse me. Epp working against Allmeyer. Comes back up top to Feynman. Feynman going inside for Mitchell. Ruggles had it, knocked away. And now it's picked up by Allmeyer. Miller off to Ruggles. Ruggles down to the block. He'll dribble back out. Now he's going to try to go past Feynman. Drives inside, trying to put up, and they're going to call a jump ball. It'll stay with the Trojans. So Webb to inbound, a box set from the Trojans. And underneath the basket on the far side, they get it into Ruggles. Spin move, turns, shoots, can't get it to go. And the ball goes out of bounds. And they're going to give it to the Cardinals. So 15-3, and the Trojans only basket by Rayburn right now. They have been ice cold here to start this game. Here goes Bizcup. Rayburn stops him. Kicks it back up to Mitchell. Mitchell gets it off to Feynman, top of the key. Feynman comes left side, gets it off to Neal. Neal back to Mitchell. Mitchell off the right side. This is Epp with it. Epp comes back up top to Feynman, inside to Mitchell. Ruggles knocks it away again. Mitchell gets it back, turns, shoots, can't get the shot to go. And he gets his own rebound and puts it in. 17-3 here in this opening period. Trojans not playing bad, just cannot make a shot. Webb hands it off to Allmeyer. Working against Neal. Gets it back to Webb. Top of the key. Gets it off to Ruggles. Ruggles back up top to Webb. Down to 4 seconds. Rayburn drives inside. Floaters up and in. And that's going to end the first period. 17-5. It's all Cardinals in the first quarter. Take a break. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Samway floor covering and furniture.
You know what they say, if you don't want to be boring, just change your flooring. Well, actually, they don't say that, but they probably should. Samways has the cure for boring with some of the finest and most durable carpet from Shaw and Mohawk, plus beautiful designs of LVT, tile, and more. Go from boring to charming at Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, North Highway 83.
Samway floor covering and furniture. You'll love this store.
Local sports on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florin back here with you. Trojans trail 17-5, but the game's actually a lot closer than what it looks. Trojans just cannot make a shot right now. If they start lining it up, they've had the shots. They can get right back in this. Cardinals, on the other hand, they've been pretty hot here in the opening period. Cardinal basketball to start the second quarter. Neal, Herrick, Feynman, Bizcup, and Mitchell out there. Trojans will counter with Mitchell. Braxton Mitchell in the game. Miller, Allmeyer, Rayburn, and Ruggles. Bizcup guarded by Rayburn. Goes inside to Mitchell. Mitchell hands it back to Bizcup. He'll go down underneath. He's going to be fouled by Rayburn. It's going to be on the floor. Rayburn picks up his first foul of the ball game. Pretty clean first quarter. 2 fouls on the Cardinals, 1 on the Trojans. Rayburn just picked up his first foul. First of the Trojans here in the second period. Mitchell trying to get it in. Gets it into Feynman over the top of Miller. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound's knocked out of bounds, so to say with the Trojans. Yeah, Miller had Feynman blocked out there. It should have been over the back call, I believe. Allmeyer bringing it up now for the Trojans. Goes to Ruggles, left side up high. Back up top to Mitchell. Rayburn off to Allmeyer. Allmeyer driving inside, kicks it out to Rayburn. Rayburn slips. Kicks it back out to Rayburn. Back up top to Allmeyer. 3 on the way. It's way off the mark. Rayburn chases down the rebound, tried to save it, but couldn't get there. I don't know if I've seen the Trojans shoot this bad at the start of the ball game. Down 17-5. 7:21 left in the first half. Biscup off to Herrick. Working on the right side up high. Gets it off to Mitchell. Mitchell right side to Biscup. Comes back up top Neal. Left side Herrick. They're going to let him shoot the 3, and it's way off the mark. And I got an over-the-back call on Neal. Mitchell did a great job boxing him out. Isaiah Neal picks up his first foul. Titus Epp checks back in. Herrick will go to the bench for the Cardinals. Allmeyer to Rayburn on the left wing. Back up top it comes to Ruggles. Ruggles drives in, kicks it back out to Rayburn. Rayburn working against Biscup. Drives inside, loses it, kicks it, picks it back up, gets it to Allmeyer. Skip backs out to Mitchell. Now to Rayburn. Back up top to Rayburn. Back out to Ruggles. 3 on the way. It's way off the mark. And picked up by Neal. I don't know if they're hurrying their shots or they're just not feeling it tonight, but they are way off the mark tonight. This is Epp with it. Working against Allmeyer. Comes inside, gets to Feynman. Feynman working against Miller. Shots up won't go. They're going to call a foul on Miller. Miller picks up his first, team's second. Sends Feynman to the free throw line. Feynman on the season, 53%, 20 of 38. Feynman's first free throws, nothing but net. 5 points for Mr. Feynman. Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, Pinpoint Communications, MNB Bank, Farmers National Company, Taco John's, Cambridge Rehab and Fitness, Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union, Vero Wireless, Webb's Oilfield Service, and Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Bringing you tonight's ball game. Feynman misses the second one. Miller pulls down the rebound. Out to Ruggles. Down the floor comes Mitchell. Wide open 3, and the freshman airballs it. Herrick with the rebound. He kicks it out to Biscup. Or to Epp, excuse me. Herrick came back in for Neal. Up the floor comes, this is Feynman. Works it off to Herrick here on the left wing. Herrick tries to drive, stop, kicks it out to Mitchell. Top of the key, right side it goes to Biscup. Biscup, mile-long 3. It's off the front of the rim, won't go. Rebound's picked up by Ruggles. Ruggles, top of the key, working inside, goes down the lane. Turns, a nice move, but it's blocked by Mitchell anyway. And it's picked up by Herrick. Man, Mitchell can jump out of the building. Here's Mitchell working against Ruggles. Kicks it off, and Herrick, good thing he had long arms because that was going way behind him. He somehow reached out and grabbed it. Yep, back up top to Feynman. Feynman going back door to Biscup, threw it through his hands. 18-5 your score. Neal checks back in for the Cardinals. Herrick will go out. Sean Pauly checks in. Braden Miller will take a seat. Ruggles goes to the bench also as Maverick Webb checks back in. Now it's going to be interesting to see who guards Xavier Mitchell. Here's Allmeyer. Top of the key. Skip pass out to Webb. Webb back up top to Rayburn. Rayburn back to Webb. 3 on the way. It's short. Rebound Pauly. They're going to say Pauly shoved off. I did not see the push, but a lot of people in my way there. So still 18-5. Only 1 point scored here in the second quarter. Here's Biscup. working against Mitchell. Back up top it comes to working against Mitchell. Here's Xavier Mitchell driving down inside, puts a shot up, won't go. Rebound Rayburn for the Trojans. Out to Webb. Webb going down the floor. Nobody steps in front of him. He moves all the way to the lane, puts it in. Maverick Webb with the basket. Great move by Webb. Not going to stop you. Take it to the hoop. 18-7. Biscup working right side up high. Working against the freshman Mitchell. Goes back to Xavier Mitchell. He's working against Rayburn. Kicks it off to Neal. Neal going to try to drive. Gets inside. Kicks it back out to Xavier Mitchell. Right side it goes to Biscup. Biscup gets it off to Epp. Epp goes inside to Mitchell. Knocked away by Allmeyer. Gets it out. He double dribbled. And he's trying to say that they knocked it out of his hand, but he still dribbled twice, son. 18-7 is your score. 4 minutes left, halfway through the second period. Here's Allmeyer on the left wing. Back to Webb. Comes back up top, Mitchell, off to Rayburn. Rayburn working against Biscup, hands it off to Webb. Top of the key, working against Xavier Mitchell. And he's going to hand it off to Rayburn. It's stolen away, though. Coach Shepard wanted a timeout. Didn't get it, but this jump ball will stay with the Trojans. Ruggles checks back in. Mitchell will go out. Mitchell had a great JV game. His first shot tonight, though, was an air ball. Webb off to Rayburn, right wing. Back up top it comes Allmeyer. He tries to drive. Kicks back out to Rayburn. 3 on the way, and Rayburn's hot. Rayburn's starting to get it. He's got 8 of the 10 for the Trojans. They're down by 8 now, 18-10. Said if they started warming up, they could get back in this ball game. Here's Neal with the right wing. Working up top, throws it to Mitchell, and just about threw it away. Here's Biscup on the left wing, working against Rayburn. Couple dribbles, kicks it back up to Feynman. He'll work against Sean Pauley, gets it off to Epp. Epp coming back up top, gets it to Xavier Mitchell, down to 9 on the shot clock. Inside it goes to Feynman. Feynman tries to put it. Wow, how did that go? Grady Feynman with a great move right there, and somehow got the basket. Ruggles, top of the key, left side it goes to Allmeyer. Allmeyer back to Webb, off to Rayburn. Rayburn driving, kicks it out to Allmeyer. 3 on the way from the corner, got it. Trojans starting to warm up now. 20-13, 7-point ball game. Biscup working right side up high. Working against Rayburn, and Rayburn, that could have been a foul. Should have been a foul. Didn't call it. Here's Neal. Rayburn landed right on top of him. Here's Xavier Mitchell. 15 on the shot clock. Going to try to drive, and he's going to be a foul on Ruggles. It'll be his second. Fourth team foul on the Trojans. Cardinals with just 1 here in the second period. Mitchell to inbound it. Going to get it into Biscup. He'll go in the backcourt. Brings it back across the timeline, working against Rayburn. Right side up high. Gets it across, hands it off to Neal. Neal trying to work in, gets it up, gets it to Epp. Left side it comes to Biscup. Biscup, free throw line. Jumper's blocked by Rayburn. Oh, they're calling a late foul here against Rayburn. And how do you call that from underneath the basket? His back was to him. Rayburn picks up his second. And that's what Coach Shepard said. How did you call that from down there when there's 2 guys up here that didn't call it? And Biscup makes the first free throw, and Coach Shepard's still arguing with him. And Rayburn didn't foul him either. That was a good block. Biscup, second one missed. Rayburn, and threw it right off Feynman's head. Feynman was standing out of bounds. He goes over and shakes his hand, so I didn't mean to throw it in your head. So Biscup missed the second one. He was a 71%er starting this, coming into the ninth ball game for the season. 21-13, Trojans down 8, 1:48 left here in the first half. Webb, top of the key, goes right side to Rayburn. Rayburn inside. Working against Mitchell, can't fit the shot to go, and it's rebounded by Feynman. Biscup Top of the key, left side, it comes down to Neal. 3 on the way, won't go. Rebound, Rayburn. Out to Webb. Webb. Off to Rayburn. Thought about the 3. Now he takes it, but he waited too long. He got himself out of the groove right there. You got to take that when you first catch it. Feynman got the rebound. Here come the Cardinals. Don't stop and think. Catch and shoot. That's when you're at your best, Mr. Rayburn. Epp working down the right side, working against Allmeyer. Gonna hand it off to Mitchell. Mitchell working against Ruggles. Shoots over the top of him. Shot short. And the rebound goes off of Mitchell and out of bounds. It's Trojan basketball, and there probably should have been a foul on Mitchell there. 21-13, an 8-point lead for the Cardinals. 57 seconds left in the first half. Trojans with the ball coming left to right. Rayburn hands it off to Allmeyer. Allmeyer working up top. Gets a screen from Pauly. Throws it inside for him, and it's right in the hands of Bizcup, though it was not a good pass. Bizcup bounce pass to Feynman, throws it back inside, and Ruggles had the steal but couldn't hang on to it and lost it out of bounds. Miller will check back into the ball game. Sean Pauly comes out for the Trojans. And they're going to go to a 2-3 zone now. Mitchell to inbound it. Gets it in to Bizcup. Bizcup on the left wing, back up top. Neal, wide open 3. Can't get it to go. It's off the front of the rim. Rebound by Epp after one off Ruggles' hands. And skip pass back up top to Bizcup. Down to 25 on the shot, or on the game clock. Shot clock's off. Bizcup well at the spiking line. Now the Trojans pick him up man. Off to Neal. Neal is back up top to Mitchell. Mitchell off the right side to Bizcup. Bizcup, skip pass, back in the corner. This is Epp inside the three-point line, way off the mark. Neal picks up the rebound. Rayburn blocked it. And at the buzzer, that shot's not going to count. 21-13, Cardinals lead it by 8 at halftime. We'll take a break and be back here with your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show. Coach Kalen Hollander coming up to join us right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Brynick Truck and Trailer in Arapahoe is the name you can count on for quality, dependable work for your truck or trailer projects. Brynick Truck or Trailer Repair is your home for truck sales, grain trailer rentals, and automotive or diesel services. No matter the season, you want your truck to be in working, dependable order. So don't delay. Get your equipment ready to run and call Brynick Truck and Trailer at 308-962-7200. That's 308-962-7200. 962-7200.
Breakfast is just better when you choose Taco John's in McCook. Enjoy Mexican donut bites or a churro with delicious hot coffee. Taco John's has the best burritos, the scrambler, meat and potato, or even spicy chorizo. And you can get potato olays any time of day. So enjoy them in a scrambler bowl. Get them individually or in a combo, but make your next breakfast stop Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Taco John's, West 8th and B in McCook.
Webb's Oilfield Service out of Cambridge is excited to support broadcasts of Trojan Athletics on Hometown Family Radio. Webb's Oilfield Service hauls water and also works on drilling rigs throughout southwest Nebraska as well as northwest Kansas. Reach out to Webb's Oilfield Service by calling 308-340-1104. That's 308-340-1104 for Webb's Oilfield Service of Cambridge, Nebraska.
At Waypoint Bank, our lending decisions are made locally and quickly. When you deal with a family-owned bank like Waypoint, you aren't just a number. We proudly offer personalized care with a history of strong values. At Waypoint Bank, we've been providing financial assistance and guidance since 1883. Our word is our bond and has been for all these years. It's called relationship banking. Nothing new, just something we do at Waypoint Bank. Waypoint Bank, guiding your success and invested in your future. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Local sports on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florin back here with you live from Alma, where the Trojans trail here at halftime, 21-13 in the boys' action. And it's your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show, and I'm Trent Florin. I'm joined now by Cambridge Trojan head coach Kalen Hollander. Coach, you guys have been playing pretty well right now. Came down here to Alma, same at 17-5. Kind kind of looked like maybe they were going to jump out on you early, and up 17-5. You guys went up 5-4. They jumped out 17-5, and then turned around, got right back in the ball game, and stuck with it for most of this ball game.
Yeah, I was really pleased. We stuck with them for a while. We kind of let them get ahead and called a timeout, kind of made some adjustments, kind of got after the girls, and I told them that we had to change the pace of the game, and they came out and answered to what I had to tell them, which was really exciting, and I thought they played really good defense in the first half, stopped a lot of things that they weren't quite ready for us to stop, hit a couple big shots and everything. Overall, I thought we played pretty well until about the fourth quarter where we kind of ran out of gas.
And really, even then, it was halfway through the fourth quarter. I mean, it was a 4-point game, in parts of the third and fourth quarter. And then you just kind of ran out of gas. Got a little cold shooting, and Alma had a much deeper bench, unfortunately, than you guys have. But I was talking during the game. Alma's got 4 seniors on their team. They're going to lose quite a bit. You're only losing Emery Tallman. I mean, I don't want to say only Emery Tallman, because Emery Tallman's a very good player, been a good player for 4 years. But you got to be happy with the base that's coming back, and I know you got a couple of 8th graders that are going to be pretty decent basketball players too.
Yeah, I'm really excited, for next season in that aspect. Unfortunately, we are losing Emery, which is a big part of our team. She's a huge team player and a great captain. She's one of those players that you wish you had 1,000 of them, because they always work hard and so forth. So it'll be sad to watch her lose her, but we're coming back with everybody else, which is super exciting. And like you said, I have a couple 8th graders that could definitely bring some major potential for us next year.
Emery, not a real big scorer for you. Only averages, I think, 5 points a game. Not even that. He has 3 points a game. Mm-hmm. But takes care of the ball, rebounds well, plays good defense.
She's one of those players, I like to call her my utility player. She'll do anything I ask, and she will do it to her best ability, and I love that about her.
And get rid of the injuries, and geez, who knows what the girl could have done.
I know. She has the worst luck, and I know she's been battling with it the rest of the season, and she just wants to play, and I wish I could play her more, and she just can't quite go the way she normally does.
Yeah, ankle and foot injuries have hindered her. Lost most of her volleyball season, and then coming up here. But let's talk about the young kids. I mean, the Holtz girls are only sophomores. Elizabeth Kubik's only a sophomore. You got Annabelle Taylor, who's come on big time this year, a junior. Mallory Spring, they're going to be seniors next year, but you got another year experience. You get Annabelle a little stronger with the hands over the summer. Who knows what she could do next year?
Yes, I'm totally excited to get them back in the gym this summer and work on a few things. I kind of have a couple new ideas with Brooklyn. She's kind of a post at heart. So we might kind of work with her a little bit to build to be that utility player where she could play in or out, especially if she has a mismatch.
Well, yeah, and that would be great.
Yeah.
Because she can shoot from the outside. She's one of your leading 3-point shooters on the season. Mallory could be too. So.
Yes, and I feel like, one more year. I felt like this year was a big growing year for us. I knew that we weren't going to win everything I was hoping for. We were going to lose some that we shouldn't have. But I thought, we have grown a ton from the beginning of the season to now. And that's what you want. You want to see that growth.
Yeah, we were just talking off the air right before we came back on, and we were talking about how that is. I mean, with the girls, how well they're playing. You've won 9 of your last 12 games. I don't know if you were aware of that. I mean, you're 9-3 in your last 12 games. You play like you did this early against Cozad and some of them other teams. Easily could be a 16-17 win team.
I totally agree, and that's what I was hoping for this season, to be honest with you. But we had a lot of mental things, and we had a lot of injuries this year that I wasn't expecting. We've had. I haven't even had my full squad at practice since the first week of practice.
Right.
So that takes a damper, and then when you don't have numbers, it's hard.
Well, Coach, thanks for coming up and visit. Let's talk about real quick. Club District tournament's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up Tuesday, you're going to play Arapahoe for the third time this season. They got you opening round of the RPAC tournament in Bertrand. You beat them there night on your home floor. Turn around after a 22-point loss to them, beat them by 5. Talk to us about Arapahoe and what do you guys? Did you like that rough game they played the other night against them, or?
I don't know. My girls there, they just like to keep me on my toes. I'm going to have gray hair here soon because they stress me out. But you know what? They came out and really played hard that game, and they wanted to win. And I feel like they have that, finally found that hunger that they're going to do anything to win. And they don't want to lose to Arapahoe. They hated doing that the first time. So.
Well, Coach, thanks for coming up and visit with us, and let's go get a win on Tuesday night.
Will do.
Cambridge Trojan head coach Kaylin Hollander opening round of sub-districts on Tuesday in Bartley. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with more high school basketball on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Here at Runza, customers always ask us,
why do you trick us into eating cabbage?
No, they ask, when are you going to bring back
the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network?
What's your break time on Monday? Let's do it around 10 on Monday morning.
Okay, I'll text you for sure what that is.
Because I have Monday off. I forgot about that.
Oh, okay.
It's a banker now.
Yeah.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham back here with you, live from Alma as we get ready to go for the second half of the boys. Let's give you the stats real quick. For the Cardinals, Tucker Biscup with 4 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Xavier Mitchell with 7. Isaiah Neal with 3, and also with 7, Grady Feynman. They both, him and Xavier Mitchell, leading the team in scoring. He's also 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 of 4, 50% in the first half. Foul-wise, tied us up. Xavier Mitchell, Isaiah Neal all have 1. Scoring-wise for the Trojans, Brady Allmeyer has 3, Maverick Webb with 2, Hodge Rayburn with 8, and it took them forever to get going there in that first half. So finally got going there, though, and when they did, they caught back up. They were down 17-0. It's now 21-13. Alma leading it here at halftime. Foul-wise for them, Sean Pauley, Braden Miller both with 1, Hodge Rayburn, Creighton Ruggles both have 2 for the Trojans. Just hope they can warm up here. 13 points, not what they want to see here at halftime against the Alma Cardinals. Both teams can light it up, and neither did really there in the first half. So we'll see what happens here in the third quarter. It will be Cardinal basketball to start the third. And so, Hodge Rayburn really the only one. He kind of got going there late in the first quarter and kind of held the Trojans back in this ballgame. He's got 8 of the 13 points here. So getting ready for the third quarter to start. Cardinals coming out on the floor. Bizcup, Epp, Feynman, Mitchell, and Neal out there for them. Trojans will counter with Miller, Ruggles, Allmeyer, Rayburn, and Webb. Their starters coming back out here on the floor. That was your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show. Hogemeyer Seeds, the right seed for right here. Bizcup with it to start the third period. Start second half. He goes in against Rayburn. Knocked away by Webb. And a steal by the Trojans right off the bat. Webb bringing it up the floor. A little pick up in the step here. Here's handoff from Ruggles back to Webb. Now comes back up top Rayburn. Off to Allmeyer. Wide open 3. Got it. Brady Allmeyer now with 6. And it's a 5-point ball game. 21-16. Epp working against Allmeyer. Kicks it off to Bizcup. Back up top it comes Feynman. Kicks it off here to Epp. Epp working against Allmeyer. Comes back up top to Neal. Almost stolen away by Webb. Gets it off to Bizcup on the left side up high. They go inside for Feynman. Working against Miller. Skip pass. Back out to Epp. He drives. Puts a shot up. A little floater. Won't go. Rayburn has the rebound for the Trojans. Here come the Trojans. Chance to cut into this 5-point lead. Webb up top. Hands it off to Rayburn. Rayburn back to Ruggles. Left wing up high. Back over to Webb on the right side. Back to Allmeyer. Allmeyer driving in. Kicks it out to Rayburn. 3 from the top of the key. It's off the back of the rim. Won't go. Mitchell pulls down the rebound. He's coming up the left side all by himself. Now Ruggles hurries over and guards him. Mitchell trying to drive. Gets inside. Kicks it back up top to Bizcup. Top of the key. Right side it goes to Neal. Neal inside to Feynman. Working against Miller. Turn down. Knocked away by Ruggles. Into the hands of Allmeyer. Trojans with another steal. I'm not sure the Cardinals have got a shot off here in the second half. Here's Allmeyer for 3 again. Got it. Brady Allmeyer's got 9, and the Trojans are within 2. It's 21-19. Trojans starting to feel it on the other end, and now the Cardinals dealing with that lid on the basket at the far end. Here is Neal. Back up top to Feynman. Top of the key. Right side it comes Bizcup. Bizcup looking inside for Mitchell. It's knocked away by Allmeyer. Ruggles tried to save it. He goes out of bounds, so he couldn't quite get there. So Cardinal basketball down on the baseline off the right side of the bank board. They go into a zone. Mitchell to inbound it. Mitchell gets it into Bizcup down in the corner. Goes back up top to Neal. Off to Epp on the left wing. Epp back up top to Neal. Inside to Feynman. Middle of the lane. Blocked by Rayburn. Mitchell gets the rebound. It's going to be fouled by Allmeyer. Allmeyer's first foul of the ball game, and Mitchell will go to the free throw line. Doyle Auto Repair, Bryan Truck and Trailer, Mark's Pharmacy, Shirley K's Coffee Shop, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, Samway Floor Covered and Furniture. Bringing you tonight's ball game. Mitchell on the season, 62% from the charity stripe, misses the first one. Western Select Genetics, Lance Shiflett, Corporate Seeds, River Valley Services, Medicine Creek Family Dentistry, Honeyman Custom Harvesting, also sponsors here tonight. Mitchell's second one's on the way, nothing but net. So he has 8 for the Cardinals, and they're up 3 now. Trojans with the chance to cut it to 1 or tie it here. Here's Rayburn. Rayburn driving inside, goes up, has the ball knocked out of his hand, hits the bottom of the rim, and here comes Bizcup down the lane, runs into Allmeyer, no foul called. Bizcup with the basket. Bizcup's got 6, and the Cardinals go back up by 5 now. Webb working against Epp. Skip pass out to Allmeyer. Allmeyer back up top. Hands it off to Rayburn. Now to Ruggles. Ruggles thought about the 3. Doesn't take it. Kicks it out to Allmeyer. Allmeyer back up top to Webb. Webb to Ruggles. Left side in the corner. Back up top to Rayburn. He's going to drive. Kicks it out to Allmeyer. Wide open 3. Can he get it again? He does. Brady Allmeyer's got 12 points. 9 of them here in the third quarter. Trojans back within 2. 24-22. Bizcup. Off to Epp. Epp working against Allmeyer. Working back up top. Gets it off to Feynman. Left side it goes to Bizcup. Bizcup off to Mitchell. Working against Ruggles. Tries to drive. Ruggles in his face. Mitchell kicks it down inside to Feynman. Back out to Bizcup. Down to 10 on the shot clock. And it's stolen away. Rayburn with the steal. Picks it back up, coming down the lane. He's going to go in against Mitchell, puts it up, and it won't go. Rebound by Ruggles. He'll get inside, middle of the lane, jumpers up and in. Creighton Ruggles' first basket of the night. We got a tie ball game, tied at 24. 4:13 left in the third. We're knotted at 24. Bizcup with the ball for the Cardinals. Going right to left. He's on the wing, working against Rayburn. Back up top, Feynman. Off to Epp. Epp. Back up top it comes to Mitchell. Mitchell, right side it goes. Here's Neal for 3. It's off the rim, won't go. Ruggles has the rebound. Ruggles quickly up the floor. Comes left side. Webb, wide open 3 for the lead. Trojans got it! Maverick Webb with 5 points. The Trojans go up 27-24. Timeout by the Cardinals. The Trojans are up 3 with 3:40 left in the third. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Corporate Seeds. This is a family that grew up in the seed industry. A family that knows that food grown on healthy land with healthy farming produces healthy food. We are all stewards of this land, and it is our responsibility to care for its health to support yours. Regular deliveries and pickups are available in your area. Contact Corporate Seeds to learn more today. Call 308-697-4848. That's 697-4848. Or you can see their website online at corporateseeds.com.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham back here with you live from Alma. The Trojans have taken a 3-point lead. 27-24 here in the third period. They're on a 14-3 run here in the third. Brady Allmeyer's got 9 of them. Maverick Webb added a 3 just a second ago to give the Trojans their first lead of the night. Bizcup to inbound it for the Cardinals. Gets it into Neal. Isaiah Neal bringing it up. Working against Webb. Gets it off the right side. Hands it off to Bizcup. Bizcup top of the key back to Epp. Epp goes inside for Mitchell. Mitchell working against Ruggles. Shots up and in. They're back within 1 now. Webb quickly up the floor. Finds Rayburn top of the key. Back to Ruggles. Ruggles back over to Webb on the right wing. Back to Rayburn in the corner. Back up top Allmeyer. Allmeyer hands it off to Rayburn on the wing. He comes back up top, finds Ruggles. Left side comes to Webb. Webb back up top, Rayburn. Back to Ruggles. He's going to drive. Gets inside, working against it, and misses it. But Miller puts it up and in on the rebound. The Trojans are going to take a timeout. 29-26, Trojans up 3. 2:55 left in the third. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
MNB, families are different. MNB.
Every game, every score, every victory. It's more than just sports. It's where our community comes together. At M&B Bank, we're proud to cheer for our local athletes. From the first practice to the final buzzer. We're here for every sport, every season, and every student chasing their dreams. Because at M&B Bank, we believe in teamwork, tradition, and building a brighter future together. M&B Bank, there is a difference. Member FDIC.
Local sports on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trip Lorne back here with you. Biz Cup with the ball for the Cardinals. Top of the key. Works to the right elbow. Puts a shot up over Miller. Shots missed. Allmeyer couldn't get the rebound. Biz Cup's got it. Back out to Mitchell. Fresh shot clock here. Back to Epp. Epp on the right wing. Going to work in against Allmeyer. Trying to get it back into Mitchell. It's knocked away by Allmeyer. Almost got the steal. Allmeyer back up top. This is number 14 with it. That's Crew Bennett in for the first time. He's working against Miller. Bizcup. And it's knocked away by Rayburn. Bizcup gets it back. Down to Mitchell. Down to 9 on the shot clock. Mitchell working against Ruggles. Works to his right. Skip pass down the corner. Epp driving inside. Can't get it to go, but we're going to have a foul called. And it's going to be on Rayburn. Rayburn picks up his third. Boy, bailed him out there because I don't know if he was getting that shot off. Titus Epp at the free throw line on the season, 86%. He's 6 of 7. Yep. At the free throw line, shots on the way, he buries it. Epp's first points of the ball game. Mid-Plains Community College runs a Tri-Valley Health System, auctioneer Justin Bonshaw Community Hospital, First Central Bank, Amateurs Bar and Grill, and Cross Creek Golf Links bringing you tonight's ball game. 29-27. Epp can cut the lead to 1 here. Trojans are up by 2 with 2:09 left in the third. Titus Epp. Second free throw on the way. He's got it. He'll add to that 86% right there. 29-28, Trojans by 1. Webb off to Ruggles. Back to Webb. He's going to try to drive against Epp. Comes back up top, Rayburn. Rayburn back to Webb here on the left wing. He's going to drive. Kicks it back to Rayburn. He drives back in, kicks it out to Ruggles. Ruggles inside. Working around. Kicks it out to Allmeyer. 3 on the way from the corner. Got it! Brady Allmeyer, 15 points, 12 of them in the third period. Trojans back up by 4, 32-28. Neal, top right side, working against Webb. Kicks it back out to Epp. Epp working around, tries to go back door to Mitchell, can't get it to him. Gets it back into Feynman. We got a foul on Braden Miller, and Miller picks up his second. Cardinals have not committed a foul here in the third period. And the Trojans lead at 32-28. Mitchell to inbound it. Extended box set on the bottom. Trying to get it in. They get it into Feynman. Feynman drives inside, puts it up and in. His first basket since the first half. He's got 9 points now. Webb hands it off to Rayburn. 2-point lead for the Trojans, 32-30. Allmeyer gets it off to Ruggles. Right side to Webb. Down the corner, Allmeyer. Allmeyer driving inside, kicks it out to Webb, top of the key. Goes right side to Rayburn, 15 on the shot clock. Back up, and we got a foul here on Mitchell. Xavier Mitchell ran over the top of Webb. Webb set the screen, and it's first foul on the Cardinals here in the third period. Ruggles to inbound it here. And it's lob it into the backcourt, and Webb will run it down. He'll be guarded by Epp when he comes across the timeline. 57 seconds left in the third. Trojans lead at 32-30. Webb working against Epp. Big reach, didn't call it. Here's Allmeyer, though, with it. Working against Neal out in the corner. Rayburn steps up to the wing. 3 on the way. Got it! Hodge Rayburn with 11. 35-30. Trojans by 5. 36 seconds left in the third. Bizcup working against Rayburn. Driving down the right side of the lane. Loses the ball. We got a foul called. Maverick Webb picks up his first foul of the ball game. That is the 5th team foul. Nope. Just the 4th. So, well, they're going to say he was shooting anyway. So Bizcup at the free throw line. 1 of 2 on the night, 71% on the season. Free throw on the way, and he swishes it. 7 points for Tucker Bizcup. Let's thank Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, Pinpoint Communications, MNB Bank, Farmers National Company, Taco John's, First Central Bank, Amateur Bar and Grill, and Cross Creek Golf Links for bringing you tonight's ball game. Bizcup second once off the back of the rim, but nobody boxed out, and Mitchell had the rebound, but Webb took it away from him. Webb's going to bring it up. Good hands there by Maverick Webb. 20 seconds left in the third. Trojans by 4. Shot clock's off. Webb hands it off to Allmeyer. Driving in. Kicks it out to Rayburn in the corner. Back up top, Allmeyer. Now to Webb. Back to Rayburn. Rayburn back to Webb on the left wing. And it's a steal by Neal. He'll throw it towards the basket. And it's going to be a miss. 35-31. Trojans have the lead after 3. Let's take a break. We'll be back here with quarter number 4 on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Problems with how your vehicle drives? Take it to Doyle Auto Repair, the area's alignment and suspension specialist. From the simple tire and oil change service to the most complex automotive diagnosis, you can rely on Doyle Auto Repair of McCook to fix it right. Make your appointment today. Call the professionals at Doyle Auto Repair, 308-345-4233. That's 345-4233. Or drive or tow your woe to Doyle Auto Repair at 105 West 8, McCook. Doyle Auto Repair.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trojans up by 4, and they will have the ball to start the fourth quarter, going right to left across the radio dial. Outscored the Cardinals there 22-10 in the third period. See if they can keep this going in the fourth. Looking to pick up a big win here over Alma. 35-31 your score. Last regular season game will be next Friday against Bertrand. Rayburn, Webb, Ruggles, Allmeyer, Miller on the floor. Neal, Feynman, Mitchell, Epp, and Bizcup on the floor for the Cardinals. Webb hands it. Nope. Fakes it. He's going to drive. Gets inside against Feynman, and we got a whistle. Didn't see what they called. Webb was going down wide open. There's no foul call. Neal going to bring it up now for the Cardinals. Trojans with the turnover on their opening possession. Feynman off to Mitchell, excuse me. Now gets it off to Bizcup. Back up top it comes Feynman. And Braden Miller picks up a foul. His third, team's first. Cardinals have only been called for 4 fouls the entire game. Wow. Mitchell to inbound it. Trying to find somebody. Gets in the backcourt to Bizcup. He'll be guarded by Rayburn as he crosses half court. Rayburn's got 3 fouls. Bizcup trying to get up. Top of the key goes to Mitchell. Left side now to Neal. Isaiah Neal working against Webb. Gets it off to Feynman. Feynman back to Neal. 3 on the way. It's short. Rebound Ruggles. Ruggles hands it off to Rayburn. Trojans up by 4. Ruggles with the ball. Kicks it off to Allmeyer. Back up top. Webb back to Rayburn. He's working against Bizcup. Back out to Ruggles. Ruggles back over to Allmeyer. Left side up high. Working against Neal. Kicks it off to Rayburn. Rayburn back up top to Ruggles. Right side, Webb. Down to Allmeyer. Back up top, Ruggles. 3 on the way. Short. And it goes out of bounds. Sean Pauley had checked in the ballgame. Coach Wood saying it was a tip, but not going to get the call. Here comes Bizcup with it for the Cardinals. Trojans up by 4. Bizcup tries to drive, gets stopped. Kicks it back out to Xavier Mitchell. Mitchell working against Ruggles. Trying to back him down. Passes it off to Epp now. Epp working here against Allmeyer. Kicks it back out to Neal. Neal gets to the elbow. Look around, kicks it out to Mitchell. 5 on the shot clock. Mitchell for 3. Over the top of Ruggles. Couldn't get it. And Webb gets hammered. And it'll be a foul on the Cardinals. I don't know if this is on Feynman or Neal. It's on Neal. Neal picks up his second. 35-31 Trojans, 6:10 left in the game. They got the ball coming right to left. Rayburn across the timeline, working against Bizcup. Comes left side to Ruggles. Ruggles over to Allmeyer, right side on the wing. Comes back across, skip past the Webb. Back up to Rayburn. Rayburn back to Ruggles. Ruggles back up top to Allmeyer. 15 on the shot clock and a foul on Neal. He's going to pick up his picks up his second here in the fourth quarter. Third foul. Team's second here in the fourth. So Rayburn to inbound it. Gets it into Webb in the backcourt. Guarded by Epp. He brings it back up, gets it to Ruggles. Ruggles off to Rayburn here on the left wing. Skip pass back to Allmeyer. Allmeyer back up top to Ruggles. Left side it comes to Webb. Back to Allmeyer. Long NBA 3. Got it! Allmeyer is red hot. He's got 18, 15 of them coming in the second half. And now it's a 7-point lead for the Trojans. 5:22 left, 38-31. Neal, left side up high. Back to Feynman, top of the key. Right side it comes to Bizcup. Bizcup looking around, trying to find it Mitchell. Ruggles playing great defense on him, though. Here's Neal, left side up high. Gets it back to Mitchell. Right side it comes to Epp. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Feynman driving inside, skip pass. Out to Neal, 3 on the way, buries it. Isaiah Neal, he's got 6 for the Cardinals. And we got a timeout by Alma. 4:49 left in the game. Trojans 38, Alma 34. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
There are many reasons why people bank at First Central Bank. It could be because of our First Link online banking, the variety of accounts we offer, or it's the hometown service you get from us at First Central Bank. Come by and discover why so many trust First Central Bank as their financial partner. First Central Bank, member FDIC.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham back here with you. 38-34. Cambridge leading Alma. 4:49 left in the ball game. And it is Trojan basketball. Going right to left. They got to come length of the floor. They have Ruggles, Allmeyer, Webb, Rayburn, and Pauly out there on the floor. Cardinals are going to counter with Epp, Mitchell, Feynman, Bizcup, and Neal. And everybody clap your hands because we got a barn burner going here in Alma. It looked like Alma was going to run away with it. They were up 17-5 after 1, but the Trojans have came back and taken the lead now, lead it by 4. Ruggles has it knocked away, picks it back up, kicks it down, and it's going to be knocked away by Mitchell. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Trojan basketball. Mitchell knocked it away from behind. So Webb inbound, a box set from the Trojans. And they'll try to get it in. He gets it into Rayburn. Rayburn comes back up top. Allmeyer's got it. Left side comes to Ruggles. Ruggles back up to Webb. Right side. Rayburn on the wing. Rayburn back to Ruggles. It's knocked away by Mitchell. And Mitchell's going to go in for the layup, and he puts it in. 2-point ball game, 38-36. Smart play by Ruggles not to foul him. Rayburn off to Webb on the right wing. Back up top, Ruggles. Alma's cranked up the heat on the defensive end, but Rayburn has it. He's going to try to drive. Gets inside, kicks it out to Webb. Webb knocked away, and it's picked up by Allmeyer. Man, a lot of bodies on the floor. Allmeyer again. Can't hit the three this time. Rayburn chases down the rebound. Out to Ruggles. Ruggles fouled by Epp. That's the third foul of the Cardinals. It'll be on the floor, so it'll be Trojan basketball on the side. 38-36, they lead it by 2. So Rayburn to inbound it for the Trojans. Going to get it into Webb in the backcourt. He's going to be picked up by Epp. Webb, nice spin move. Gets past him. Gets it off to Allmeyer. Allmeyer trying to drive. Kicks it back to Webb on the right wing. Webb working down inside. He's going to be fouled. It's going to be on Epp. Epp picks up his third. Epp and Neal back with Epp and Neal both with 3 now for the Cardinals. That is the 4th foul, so the Trojans will shoot free throws the rest of this ball game. Yeah, Coach Ford not happy with the referee right now. I thought they're doing a pretty good job tonight. Webb gets it in the backcourt again. Across the timeline. Goes, he throws it right to Isaiah Neal. Neal going to go down the lane, tie this one up. We're tied at 38. Didn't look over, tried to get it to Allmeyer, but Neal anticipated it very well. Here goes Allmeyer down the lane, a floater up and got it. Allmeyer with 20. 17 of them here in the second half. And Xavier Mitchell letting the referee have a word, and he better watch it. Bizcup up top. Works to the right side to Neal. 40-38 Trojans. 3 minutes left in the game. Mitchell working against Ruggles. Kicks it out. Epp going to try to drive. Kicks it back up top to Neal. 3 on the way. You missed it. Rebound. Allmeyer has it taken away by Feynman. He goes inside. Blocked from behind by Ruggles. No, they're going to call a foul. That's a horrible call. He said he hit him in the hand, and he did not. You cannot see that from over here. There's 2 referees underneath the basket. Neither called it, and the guy from clear over here, and Shepard's having a word with him. He did not touch it. That was a great block by Ruggles. So at the free throw line is Feynman. On the season, he's shooting 53%. He's 1 of 2 on the night. 2-point lead for the Trojans, 40-38, 2:47 left in the game. Feynman's first free throw is on. 1-point ball game. Timeout by the Trojans. We'll take one with them. 40-39, Trojans by 1. Feynman at the free throw line when we come back on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Cope Family Dentistry is now Medicine Creek Family Dentistry. Call Medicine Creek Family Dentistry in Cambridge to book appointments with Dr. Dean Cope or Dr. Lindsay White. Medicine Creek Family Dentistry is still in the same location. Same kind and caring faces and same great quality service. Their phone number is the same too. 308-697-3736. That's 308-697-3736. Cope Family Dentistry is now Medicine Creek Family Dentistry in Cambridge.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trojans up 2 timeouts left. The Cardinals have 3. 2:47 left in the ball game. Cardinals have 4 fouls on the board. Trojans with 2. So Trojans will shoot free throws the rest of this ball game. Grady Feynman's at the free throw line for the Cardinals right now with a chance to tie it. 40-39, Trojans lead it. Feynman, 2 of 3 on the night, 53% on the season. Free throws on the way to tie the ball game, and we're tied. Tied up at 40. Allmeyer going to bring it up for the Trojans. Working against Neal. Boy, Neal is all over him. Get it off to Webb. Webb, and we got a foul here on Allmeyer. They didn't see the grab on Webb's jersey. Let that go, but then called the foul on Allmeyer. There was a foul on Allmeyer. There's no doubt about that. 40-40 is your score. Tie ball game. Alma with the ball going left to right. It's been a great ball game here since the first quarter. Trojans have made it a game. Here's Bizcup. Top of the key, goes left side to Epp. They've let Epp have his way all night, but he hasn't shot. Feynman off to Bizcup. Bizcup stepping inside, puts a shot up at short. Rebound, Bizcup gets, they traveled! And he's going to get the basket. Oh, he traveled and got it. 2-point lead here for the Cardinals now. Allmeyer working against Neal. Hands it off to Webb. And now we got a foul on Epp. That'll be fourth on Epp, and he'll send Webb to the free throw line to shoot 2. Chance to tie the ball game up. Doyle Auto Repair, Brownie Truck and Trailer, Mark's Pharmacy, Shirley K's Coffee Shop, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Cambridge Rehab and Fitness, Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union, Vero Wireless, Webb's Oil Field Service, and Hitch and Hay Public Transit, bringing you tonight's ball game. Webb misses the first one. Western Select Genetics, Lance Shiflett Corporate Seeds, River Valley Services, Medicine Creek Family Dentistry, Honeyman Custom Harvesting, Doyle Auto Repair, Brownie Truck and Trailer, Mark's Pharmacy, Shirley Case Coffee Shop. Webb hits the second. It's a 1-point ball game. 42-41. Cardinals with the lead in the ball. 2:03 left in the game. A lot of time left. Anything can happen here. And Bizcup off to Epp on the left wing. Looking around, kicks it back up top to Feynman. He comes right side to Bizcup. Bizcup inside to Mitchell. Mitchell working against Ruggles. Bumped him, gets it back out to Bizcup. 13 on the shot clock. And here goes Bizcup working inside against Ruggles. He'll put the shot up, won't go. Ruggles is going to pick up the foul. That's his fourth. So Bizcup at the free throw line. 2 of 4 on the night. 1-point lead for the Cardinals. Bizcup with the chance to extend it. First one's on the way, and he got the shooter's roll. 10 points for him. 3 Cardinals in double figures. Isaiah Neal has 8 for them. Trojans are led by Allmeyer with 20 and Rayburn with 11. 2-point lead, chance to make it 3. Shots on the way, and he got it. Got the shooter's roll again. Timeout by the Cardinals. We'll take one with them. 44-41. Cardinals with a 3-point lead. 1:37 left in the game. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
When you think internet, think Pinpoint. For fiber to the home, think Pinpoint. When you want streaming backed by quality internet, think Pinpoint. Pinpoint Communications has the tools to keep you happy while streaming, gaming, video chatting, working from home, and more. Look, when you want faster speed for an affordable investment, think Pinpoint. Pinpoint Communications. Online at pnpt.com.
Local sports on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trip Thorne back here with you. 44-41. Cardinals lead it here. 1:37 left in the game. Trojans with the ball coming right to left. Ruggles, Allmeyer, Rayburn, Miller, and Webb on the floor. Neal, Mitchell, Bizcup, Epp, and Feynman out there for the Cardinals. Here comes Allmeyer. Working to the right side. Hands it off to Webb. Webb back over to Rayburn, left wing. Going to drive back up top. Kicks it off to Allmeyer. Allmeyer to the free throw line. Jumper on the way. It's short. Rebound, tipped around, and Miller had it but lost it. Bizcup picks it up. 1:13 left. Still a lot of time. Got to get a stop here, though. Bizcup off to Neal. Left side up high. Guarded by Webb. Kicks it back up top to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to drive. Ruggles side. We got a double dribble. Then we got a timeout. Timeout by the Cardinals. 44-41 with a minute left in the game. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
You don't have to wait in line for your prescription and over-the-counter medications. Stop by Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge today, and you'll see the difference. Whether you have a new prescription, need a refill, or would like to transfer your prescription, you will be in and out in minutes with your prescription in hand and your mind at ease. We also offer free daily deliveries to many local areas. If you would like more information about how Mark's Pharmacy can save you time and money, feel free to give us a call at 697-3400. Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge. Like us on Facebook today.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader is the HFRSN.
Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. We've had a couple of good games here tonight. Cardinals girls pulled away at the end. They won a 53-33, but it was a lot closer than that for most of that game till halfway through the fourth quarter. The Cardinals lit it up. Here, the Cardinals jumped out early in the boys' action. They were up 17-5 after one. They lead it by 3 now. The Trojans had a lead after 3 quarters of play. They're down by 3 now. Cardinals have the ball underneath their own basket. Mitchell to inbound it. Extended box set across the bottom. Mitchell trying to get it in, trying to find Bizcup. Throws it in up top to Neal. There's 17 on the shot clock, a minute on the game clock. Bizcup with it, working against Rayburn. Goes left side to Epp. Back up top to Feynman. Right side Bizcup. NBA 3. Missed it. Rebound goes out of bounds off the Cardinals. And it's Trojan basketball. And here come the Cardinals now to put the press on. Epp guarding Webb. Webb will go right by him. Works to the right side up high. Goes back top of the key, and we got a timeout by the Trojans. 37 left in the game. Trojans down 3, and they have the ball. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Can you feel it? The feeling of starting something new. The feeling of success. At Mid-Plains Community College, our instructors are ready and willing to support you on every step of your educational journey. Whether you're just starting out or changing careers, MPCC can help you transform your future. Learn more by visiting our website at mpcc.edu. That's mpcc.edu.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Braxton Mitchell checking in for the Trojans. I'm Trent Florman. I wondered if they wouldn't do that. They need a 3. Down 44-41. Don't actually need the 3. But you put that 3-point shooter out there, gives you 5 3-point shooters on the floor right now. With 37 seconds left, you got the ball at half court. Going right to left. 44-41, Alma with the lead. Mitchell, Webb, Rayburn, Ruggles, Allmeyer out there for the Trojans. Mitchell to get it in. Gets it in, and it's tipped, and Ruggles had it, lost it, picked it up by Rayburn, though. He drives inside, gets down to the block, puts a shot up, it won't go. Steals it away. He's got it from Feynman. Now we got they're going to call a jump ball. This is Cardinal basketball. Should have been a foul. So the Trojans pick him up man-to-man full court. Now you're outsized here. Mitchell guarding Feynman. 29 seconds left. Shot clock's turned off. Trojans are down 3. Timeout by the Cardinals right before. That's going to be their last timeout. It was right before the 5-second call. So timeout on the floor. Back after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union. You belong.
Get on the road with an auto loan with Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union. We want to be your first stop when buying a vehicle or detour for an already financed vehicle. We offer loans with hard-to-beat interest rates that truly takes you places. Don't just love your car, but love the payments too. Apply on our website at MidwestLibertyFCU.org or zoom into Midwest Liberty, where you belong.
You belong.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Tried to get Braden Miller into the game. Did not get it to him. Didn't get in before the first storm. So Mitchell to inbound it for the Cardinals. 29 seconds left. They lead it by 3. Going to get it into this. Stolen away by Webb. Oh, but he fell out of bounds. Webb had to still fell out of bounds. Boy, he could have just tapped that back to Ruggles. It had the easy basket, been within 1. 28.1 left. 44-41. Cardinals lead it. Mitchell to inbound it. Goes it into Biscott. We got a foul before, and Rayburn's going to pick it up his 4th. Braden Miller going to check into the game. I'm surprised they do this on the offensive end. And that'll send Biscup to the free throw line. Not who you want at the free throw line. He's 3 of 5 tonight. Hit his last 2. He's 71% on the season. Now, this is the dumbest rule in basketball. Everything's a two-shot foul. Just let him come in and make him shoot the first one. I can see it on the 1-on-1. Then if he missed, then you had to stay in the ball game. But this is a two-shot foul. It doesn't matter if he makes it or misses it. He's coming in. And Bizcup misses it. So now, 3-point ball game. Bizcup's got one more coming. A chance to make it 4 with 27 seconds left. Shots up, and he got it. 4-point lead now for the Cardinals. Here comes Webb. Don't get in a hurry, boys. You got time. Webb. Back up top. Rayburn. Working around. Kicks it back to Webb. Now here's a steal by Mitchell. This is going to seal the game. Mitchell dunks it. Here's Webb. Goes away, and Mitchell's going to have another dunk. Yep, he just lays this one in. That's going to end the ball game. 49-41, the Cardinals sneak one out of here. The Trojans, valiant effort, couldn't quite come up with it. 49-41, Cardinals get the win. Take a break and be back here with your Cambridge Rehab and Fitness postgame show right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
You know what happens when a local seed company demands that their focus be on customer service? A lifelong partnership that does what's best for your field and your operation. Western Select Genetics of Cambridge is a new seed company, but you know Lance Shiflett is someone whose focus is customer service, local agriculture experience, and knowledge to the seed industry with his constant focus on the premium care of your success. Call or text Lance Shiflett today, 340-6103, 340-6103.
Farmers National Company is your premier partner in helping you buy or sell land. Whether it's a traditional listing, a live or online auction, simulcast events, and sealed bid offerings, Farmers National Company has you covered. Proudly employee-owned and dedicated to helping you succeed. Choose Farmers National Company for agricultural, residential, and commercial real estate. Call Agent Lori Harding at Farmers National Company today at 308-660-1861. That's 660-1861. Farmers National Company, Lori Harding Real Estate Sales.
Honeyman Custom Chopping does more than just silage work, such as chopping, bagging, and packing. They do that very well, but Honeyman also specializes in swathing, merging, manure hauling, and grain hauling. Call Honeyman Custom Chopping today for a conversation about pricing and availability for your operation. Call 737-9159. That's 308-737-9159. And see their Facebook page to see some of their work. Honeyman Custom Chopping of Indianola, 308-737-9159. Amateurs Bar and Grill in Cambridge has an excellent selection of all your favorite foods. From burgers to pizza, you'll be able to find something that satisfies your taste buds. Bring out your entire family or challenge your buddies to a friendly game of pool while throwing back some cold ones. Keep your eye out for daily lunch and dinner specials. Amateurs Bar and Grill, 602 Paxton Street in Cambridge. Or give them a call at 697-4808.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham back here with you. Live from Alma, where the Cardinals have defeated the Trojans 49-41. But man, what a battle it was. Both boys and girls were great games. Girls lost control of theirs halfway through the fourth quarter. They were within 4 points and then ended up losing it by 20 as the Cardinals got red hot after that halfway point of the fourth quarter. Girls will go on to play Arapahoe on Tuesday night at Southwest. Man, I thought the Trojans were going to get this one. They were up. They were down 17-5 after the first quarter, came back and took the lead after 3, but the fourth quarter, once again, ice cold in that fourth quarter, only 6 points. And you know, you can say what you want. Alma scored 18, but 6 of them were right there at the very end. Trojans were in this ball game right down to the very end of this one. So 49-41, the Cardinals get the win. And let's give you the stats for this one. For the Cardinals, Tucker Bizcup with 12 points, 5 of 8 from the free throw. And wait till you hear the free throw discrepancy, though. That's what actually won the game for the Cardinals. Tied us up with 2. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Xavier Mitchell, 16, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Isaiah Neal with 8. Grady Feynman with 11, 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Cardinals go 11 of 16 for 69%. Foul-wise, Xavier Mitchell had 2, tied us up with 3. Isaiah Nill with 3 for the Cardinals. Excuse me, Epp had 4. So they had 9 fouls called on them all night. For the Trojans, Creighton Ruggles with 2. Brady Allmeyer with 20, 17 in the second half. Maverick Webb with 6. He was one of 2 from the free throw line. Hodge Rayburn with 11. Braden Miller with 2 for the Trojans. They went 1 of 2 from the charity stripe tonight. 1 of 2 from the free throw line, just 50%. That's the only free throws that the Trojans shot all night. We'll take a break and come back. We'll have Coach Clay Shepard with us right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Reclaim your strength with Cambridge Rehab and Fitness. Their goal is to be the best local experts in the field of rehab and fitness that delivers really good results. Everyone is welcome, valued, and cared for by Cambridge Rehab and Fitness. Whether you're recovering from an injury, looking to improve your fitness, or wanting to reach new goals, they've got the perfect program. Let their skilled therapists and trainers create personalized plans to support your recovery and boost your fitness all in one place. Call now to schedule an appointment at 697-4211 or stop in to learn more. Cambridge Rehab and Fitness in downtown Cambridge.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham back here with you. This is your Cambridge Rehab and Fitness post-game show. And final score once again, Alma 49, Cambridge 41. But what a great ball game this one was. A lot closer than that. Alma scored 6 points in the last 10 seconds of the game to break that lead out. But let's... I'm Trent Florham. I'm joined now by Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. And coach, man, you couldn't get nothing to go in the first quarter. You get down 17-5. Come back though in the third period. You got the lead back up. You had a lead after the third period, or going into the fourth quarter, 35-31. Nothing but fight in your boys tonight.
Yeah, that's what we just told them in the locker room. You know, so proud of their fight. You know, when it was 15-0. 4 minutes into the game, could have been pretty easy to just pack it up and call it a night, and they didn't do that. They kept fighting even at the end of the first quarter there. Still couldn't get much to go, and then Hodge kind of took the lid off with those 5 points right at the end of the quarter. Kind of saw a little spark come back into the boys. Switch to the man defense, and was super pumped about how they did with that. You know, we were nervous about Xavier and Tucker, just like everyone is. Those two are incredible players, and I thought Hodge and Creighton took that challenge on, yes. Took it on head on, and did a really good job on those guys. Just like I said, incredible defensive effort. Offensively got going there. Brady got us going. You know, shot the ball so well. Hodge hit a few to help him out. Other guys were attacking the hoop. Mav had some big plays in there. Just really pumped about how we did not let that start discourage us. We took the fight to them after they went up 15-0 on us. Got ourselves back in it. You know, like you said, got a lead. Expended a lot of effort getting that lead. And then they cranked up the pressure there in the fourth, and kind of took us out of our flow. Got us kind of back on our heels a little bit. You know, we obviously got a little bit tired there. There were a couple times where we just needed guys in spots a half second sooner, and they were there earlier in the game. Even in the third quarter, and it was just a half step slow in that fourth quarter as they cranked the pressure up, and we got a little bit tired. And but yeah, just so proud of the fight, so proud of the effort. That's a really good team. 20 wins now, and conference champs, and we take them right down to the wire there. And just one you wish you would have got, but just so proud of the fight and proud of the effort.
Yeah, Brady Allmeyer, what a second half, 17 points for him. He took shots in the first half. They looked good. They just wouldn't go in. He only had 3 at halftime, and then he comes out 17 in the second half. And like I said, Hodge Rayburn kind of held you together in the first half.
Yeah, it was one of those lazy coaching nights where at halftime we went in and we were down 7, but we had played a nice second quarter. It was still only at 13 points, and Coach Wood and I always hate to do this, but we just kind of told him, like, there's no big adjustment to make. We're getting the shots we want. We just got to, see if they go in the second half. And the boys were all like, oh, yeah, we're going to make more than we did in that first half. And, probably didn't expect to make as many as we did in the third quarter, and then cool back off there a little bit in the fourth. But yeah, I hate when that's the adjustment is, hey, let's go make more shots. But I think the boys kind of like it when that's the adjustment because they know they're doing the right things. Just we get our hands and feet set a little bit quicker and get those shots off a little bit quicker. And, we're getting the ones we want, and they started falling there second half.
Yeah, and only 5 guys scored. Coach, them 5 guys were pretty much the ones that played most of the game tonight. You didn't go to the bench quite as often as you usually do. So was that a strategy behind that, or was
No, it's a little slower-paced game against these guys. We average about 64, 65 possessions a game, and they want to play more in the 51, 52 possessions a game range. And so, with fewer possessions means fewer trips up and down the floor. Didn't see guys getting as tired, and also that magnifies every possession.
Right.
And, you want to have that 5 out there as much as you can. And, I thought they did a great job of continuing to battle and, fight through that tiredness. And, everyone's going to get a little bit tired in the fourth quarter, and we obviously did. But yeah, that was it. It was just, wanted to, maximize every possession, and felt like Braden Miller was doing a great job on their post player, and so we wanted to keep him in, and Braxton came in and gave us good minutes in the first half just to get everyone a blow, and then, there in the second half, he didn't get in as much, but that's because everyone's a little bit fresher and ready to go.
Yeah, and now we're going to take a week off, Bertrand next Friday, another tough game. They're having a good season, and they were runners-up in the RPAC tournament, and so or third place, I'm sorry, in the RPAC tournament. So next Friday at Bertrand, another big team. Time to get a big win, though, over them guys.
Yeah, for sure. We've been talking all year. We play a lot of teams who are ranked. A lot of teams, they got that number next to their name when you see it in the paper or, on score feed. And, we've actually had decent success against teams with a number next to their name in the last couple of years. And so we've said all year, it's time that we get one of these. And we got one more chance. They've popped into the top 10 here recently in the last couple of weeks. And just a big test for us. Big physical team, super athletic team. They just had another dimension kind of added back as Steinbrink got healthy and he started playing again. But the Nelson brothers outside are quite the duo. Crazy athletic, but can also shoot the ball, which makes them very tough matchups because we got to make sure we close out under control. Otherwise, they'll go right past us. But we have to close out tight enough where they can't get that shot off. Marcus Hernandez is probably the best 4-man, in the East. He's just such a tough matchup with his athleticism and his strength. Down on the block or in the short corner or in the high post, and he's so good at using shot fakes and going by you, and he finished everything around the rim. And then they have some other guards, Wood, Hatfield. They're all shooting the ball really well. I watched their game against Med Valley a couple weeks ago, and Med Valley had them down pretty big, and they just never got rattled. They're pretty veteran, never got rattled. They knew, hey, we're going to score a ton of points in the second half because that's what we do. And they end up in the 80s, and they end up coming back and winning the game. And so high-powered offense. They can crank their defense up, kind of like Alma did tonight as well. So it's a huge test. Coach Newcomb always does a great job. It's always fun coaching against him, and so we're excited for the challenge. Excited to try to go end the regular season on a high note.
Well, Coach, thanks for taking time to come out and visit with us. Sorry we didn't get the win tonight. Let's go pick one up against Bertrand next Friday.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Trent.
KB Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here to wrap things up on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Affordable transportation for everyone.
We're your ride to the doctor, shopping, or work, just about anywhere, from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday in Southwest Nebraska. We can even get you to Kearney or Grand Island. Call 308-276-2182 the day before to reserve your spot.
Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Hitch and Hay Public Transit.
Looking for that great course with lush fairways and fast, pure rolling greens? Looking for that course whose price doesn't break your pocketbook? Well, look no further than Cross Creek Golf Links in Cambridge. Tough enough to challenge the best golfers and easy enough to bring the whole family. A great golf course and a great price. And don't forget to check out the Facebook page and website for upcoming tournaments and other events. Call the clubhouse for more information at 308-697-4768. Your jewel of the Southwest. Cross Creek Golf Links in Cambridge.
The hometown Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham back here with you as we get ready to wrap things up here tonight. Final score once again, Alma 49, Cambridge 41. But what a battle it was. Boy, the girls and boys both played their hearts out here this evening going against two great Alma teams. Excuse me. Girls are going to end up losing 53-33, but it was a lot closer than that. It was a 4-point game going in there about halfway through the fourth quarter, and then Alma just lit it up after that. So girls end up losing it 53-33. Mallory Springer, Elizabeth Kubik, Brooklyn Holtz, our amateurs bar and grill players of the game. The boys come down to the wire, and Alma scores 6 points in the last 10 seconds to win this one, 49-41. Brady Allmeyer, Hodge Rayburn, our amateurs bar and grill players of the game. Brady Allmeyer with 20 points. Boy, I tell you what, Hodge Rayburn did a good job on Biz Cup tonight, too. He held him to 12 points. Most of them came from the charity stripe. I would say, 5 of them came from the charity stripe. He only hit 1 3 tonight. Xavier Mitchell did not hit a 3 tonight. He hit 1 3 also. So those two good 3-point shooters, and Ruggles and Rayburn did a great job on him. But Brady Allmeyer with 17 second-half points had the Trojans in the lead. Just couldn't quite hang on there. Join good friends for good food at Amateurs Bar and Grill on the highway in Cambridge. We're off for the rest of the weekend now. Back Monday night, we will have the Juanita Palisade Broncos and the Highline Bulls coming to you from Southwest. We'll have that game. Let me look and see what time that starts. I can't remember now what time that starts. We'll look it up here real quick for you as we get our brackets pulled up here. Give me 1 second to get that done. And, well, having trouble finding them. Let me try one more spot here. Get on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network. We got the brackets up on our page there, so you can always find them on there. We will have that game for you coming from Southwest High School. And there we go. Now I found them. Now we got to find the right bracket. But the girls will come up. It'll be Juanita Palisade, and then, well, I did not find the brackets. Okay, Juanita Palisade and Highline will play on Monday night. We'll have that action for you. I think it starts at 6:30. And so we'll have that girls tip off with that. And then, of course, the winner of that plays Southwest on Tuesday night. Cambridge and Arapahoe also battling on Tuesday nights, with the winners playing on Thursday. Next boys action will be next Friday against Bertrand for their last regular season game. Their sub-district will start the week after that. You can find the brackets on our Hometown Family Radio page. I promise you they're there. I'm just in a little bit of a hurry right now trying to find them. But they're there on our page, so you can go look them up there. That'll give you all the action that you'll need to know coming up next week. We're going to wrap things up from here tonight. For all the folks at Hometown Family Radio, I'm Trent Florham saying thank you for listening to Cambridge Trojan Basketball here on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
The preceding has been a presentation of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network. Any use of this broadcast without the written permission of Hometown Family Radio is prohibited. Coverage on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network has been brought to you by
Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, Mid-Plains Community College, Community Hospital, Pinpoint Communications, Corporate Seeds, Doyle Auto Repair, Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Amateurs Bar and Grill, Auctioneer Justin Bonshaw, Honeyman Custom Harvesting, Cross Creek Golf Links, M&B Bank, Taco John's, Browning Truck and Trailer, Cambridge Rehab and Fitness, Western Select Genetics Lance Shiflett, Medicine Creek Family Dentistry, Farmers National Company, River Valley Services, Viera Wireless, Mark's Pharmacy and Shirley K's Coffee Shop, First Central Bank, Runza, Caleb's Custom Farming, Webb's Oilfield Service, Hogemeyer Seed, Troy Wiestat, Tri-Valley Health System, Welcome, and Hitchin Hay Public Transit.
For a copy of this broadcast and a list of future events, visit hometownfamilyradio.com.